Testing. How y'all doing? I hope y'all having a good day. And for this stream, I will be talking about the Power Rangers future, MCU, Marvel, DC, and everything else in between, stuff like that. This deal with the DCEU, everything. And kind of like in my opinion, Marvel Universe might need to do some story structure changes. I think, in my opinion, some of the movies coming up, in my opinion, because that just me, in my opinion, dealing with that. I mean, because like for stuff I know deal with Marvel, DC, and everything else, it seemed like it to me now that Marvel made some structure changes and Disney made some changes, and there's war about story, just instead of them thinking about just trying without trying to evolve. How can I say this? Without trying to involve the MC, because the movie around just being like a political, and that's kind of bad. Is try to be because the thing I mean what I know about that on the movie stuff like that. If you can make a good story that would because Creed compared to some of the Marvel movies, Creed 3 is a better structured movie, in my opinion. It's not bad. That's bad. They just probably being like a bit budget movie and stuff like that. Could think about it for me, that kind of disappointing, in my opinion. That is a lot of disappointment, in my opinion, for me to see. I got a boxing movie. This overall Marvel movie, like a best with kind of backwards, in my opinion. And that good that they're good, in my opinion. But it seems like to me that they don't do it, which is kind of backwards, but they don't want. And kind of like the other thing that I'm doing in for them to build up to like the acting. Sound like the villains in between. Sound like they had Loki, they had Ultron, they had Crossbones up in the they had two, but they had Red Hood and Captain America 1. But their difference with them movies is like you still can tell that the universe was building, and you can tell it was something still going on, in my opinion. But in my opinion, stuff like that, my opinion, that they didn't want to do that. And stuff like that. They did this phase because this phase, seems like the different ones got different stories, which kind of mixed me up in a way. Because they were for me, the heck, in my opinion. So that kind of mixed up because they were for me, it's not supposed to be like a mix of storyline here, mix of storyline there. Because the thing about me, what I like about the older Marvel universe, that used to tell that it was a different thing, different coming at each movie. But you still could tell the movies still correlate together and stuff like that. And that would have been a good thing to see if the was correlate together, Marvel, DC, stuff like that. And that's kind of like the thing that I like seeing. That's kind of correlating and stuff like that. What time for me? See. But the thing about me now, what I like about the Marvel Universe I've seen that they try to put new characters in the universe, which I'm not opposed to. But the thing is, in my opinion, it's like when you try to put new characters inside universe, yeah, that's got because that got me a problem. I think that should. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Barcode? What's up, Barcode? Yeah. Good.
Sorry, you're lying.
To the Marvel.
No, sorry for repeat that again. You're lying again.
That is much better than the Marvel Universe, which is sad.
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah,
it's sad, but it's true.
Yep.
Because the thing about it, I was expecting Marvel to keep the train going
Rolling. Yeah.
just by without putting political agendas behind it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the bad thing that I don't like about it.
Hang on.
But the thing, right? It Hyperforce, right, supposed to happen in 2016. Wouldn't that mean that Hyperforce, if it happened in 2016,
I don't know.
Because the time is 16, 17, just after time force, and that's in the year 2016.
I mean,
but if they go by timelines, that be the newest scene.
Of course, yeah.
Okay. That thing like if we go my timeline, our same timeline and stuff like that,
right?
That on the newest team will be in it.
Yeah.
But the thing about for me, should name of that D&D thing, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, if they make a lot, that would actually be a good thing. I think, in my opinion, good thing. And they make a live action version of Hyperforce because they already just already.
Right. Yeah.
Because all they need to do is cast actors to play them.
Yeah.
Because they're, in my opinion, I don't feel I would go to like the people and just ask them just the most Power Ranger stuff,
right?
And just like just like sponsor them, sound like Hyper RPG did. Because thing for me, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on that season 2 though. Hyperforce though. I'm still waiting on that season 2. Because because our first season was good. That's still what they made on Hyperforce. But the thing about the second season, they might need to bring in new people. That this be Power Rangers, unless the old people still want to come back and just do a second season. Because
Mm-hmm.
I was them, I bring the old people back and just be the second season because you just um Jason, Tommy, everybody still was there for about 2 seasons.
Right.
Yeah, you look at the older season, Power Rangers and stuff like that,
Yeah. I found that.
and and they might need to follow the same formula than dealing with this RPG thing because
Right.
I think if you action the Blue Ranger, I
Yeah.
I think there's YouTube and stuff, and plus like the other thing that I I like about the like you, you can't put in political stuff inside the DD thing. You got to teamwork because you just can't say that this person wasn't picked because of this,
Nope.
this, and that. Up to the thing, and
Yeah.
and that's the one thing that I know that you that you can do in Power Rangers like you could do in other projects and stuff like that.
Right.
So you really can't say that you wasn't picked
Mhm. Yeah.
because you were black, white, Asian, and things like that. You just wasn't
Yeah. I found that. Yeah.
this, this stuff, and and kind of
Yeah.
um like for the Power Ranger fan stuff that coming out like for Billy the Quantum thing and I can't wait to I cannot wait to look at it. I can't
Yeah.
wait to look at it because look at that special man. That special is gonna answer a whole lot of questions. Just the crossovers. I think, in my opinion,
Right.
You- because if you look at Netflix every time, probably can
Right.
tell that on this radio just for older Rangers and stuff like that. But the thing
Mm-hmm.
is, shoot, it just waits and and that's kind of like me in my opinion. That's what I think happening. I think, in my opinion,
Right.
if this one right here end up doing good numbers, shoot, I think Netflix might do because that's what because you look at on Netflix that
Right.
after the first 2 seasons and people like it should have made a third season, they made a fourth season, they made 5 seasons of that show,
Yeah.
and that's kind of thing. Shoot, I like my Netflix. I like my Netflix. They will keep on making it. If people
Right.
don't like it, they're just gonna cancel it.
Yeah.
And
I found her. Yeah.
when with some of this stuff because the show it's not good because of who supposed to be over it and the right and everything like that.
Right. Yeah.
They make sure it's bad and stuff like that. I said,
Right.
and that's kind of thing that I don't like. Sometimes just deal with like fans. Sometimes when the fans blame the company instead of them blaming the
Right.
big old director
Right.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that who made a movie.
Yeah.
Because I'll keep on looking at. I keep on looking at. I say because the company actually made um a choice in that director story
Right.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because shoot, you got Power Rangers, the Power you try to do some messed stuff with the characters, the Power Rangers know about it. I know about that. Like the Disney movie. Marvel fans, people are, which they don't, but but the thing about the MCU people don't really hold they don't hold a Disney accountable that for just making love with thunder. I keep on saying, I say really.
Right.
I'm looking at y'all. I say really,
Right.
because you know that movie Love with Thunder was not a Thor movie, and
Yeah.
they are nerdy 10,000. Have you read the comics? I say I did my research on the character just to know
Yeah.
that a serious, unfunny character. And he just tell jokes in once in a while. But the thing about it, telling the jokes is not just he's a prince. He
Yeah.
is a prince going into a king,
Yeah.
and prince the Disney fans might need to learn that all characters they
Right.
just don't do it because the thing about for me it sounds like it seems like the parents all the time just want to and tell some why so serious. I say wait a minute,
Right.
this is a superhero genre thing, and 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 everything up in the movie is not gonna be funny. And that's why, in my opinion, Guardians of the Galaxy went from serious to funny
Right.
because of the people that's in it. That
Yeah.
because of the fan base. Because so that if you look at James Gunn and Peacemaker, Peacemaker was a serious show, just with a little bit of jokes.
Right.
Yeah, you saw the show Peacemaker on just on HBO Max, the season one,
Yep.
because they're making a season two of that show.
Right.
First of all, really had surprised me and stuff like that. If you look at what type of characters Peacemaker is and put them by
Right.
shoot, I thought the Warner Brothers the big old MCU away jokes with seriousness. I
Right.
was actually surprised that they went serious
Yeah.
and, and stuff like that. They're doing that show and how much seriousness was up in the show. Because it could then by I think if they would have went the MCU way, that wouldn't have worked,
Right.
in my opinion. And
Yeah.
and based on the character that was in the Suicide Squad movie, Peacemaker was
Mm.
a serious character, just with a little bit of jokes.
Right.
And then about for me, if the show, I just would say this just on somebody that is an MCU fan channel, boy, they would have tried to say tell us on I don't know what I'm talking about the them comic book characters. I keep on saying tell us on. Have you saw the Suicide Squad? Peacemaker wasn't always making jokes. He was actually shooting people. He was actually shooting
Yeah.
them, and 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 that's kind of thing that on the people do. Look at the movie tone and just steady your feelings. Because think about it, your feelings can get you in trouble. The time for movies, because that's why I don't even like it half of the time. So people don't. My
Right.
feelings. I say your feelings don't matter. You
Yeah.
got to look at the character that you writing about and stuff like that, and actually read about it,
Right.
and don't
Yeah.
be
No, that's
like
right.
the on the big old director that's in the Ant-Man Quantum Realm movie.
Yeah.
Be, don't be like him, the Ant-Man Quantum Realm movie and stuff like that, which I don't like half of the time. Good thing about it,
No.
it's not the actors that made it bad. It's
It's the
just like
writing.
the writing, and when you try to explain that to people, people think you hate.
It will not make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because think about people think you hating every time you try to. Yeah, because
Explain
think about
about the
shoot,
story, but just the
I'm
writing.
not hating the person. that wasn't a
Just the
movie.
writing is very bad. It's the writing of it.
Yeah, it's the right and kind of thing about it, yeah, because you try to tell if people, man, shoot, man, they would think you hating all day. They think you hate, and that's the kind of thing that I just don't like about the Disney fans half of the time because thing about it, the
Right.
Disney people seem like, shoot, man, they don't want. I keep on looking at this. I say, why you criticizing all these DC movies down the middle, but you can't do it for a
Yeah.
Marvel movie? That's what you telling me?
So what? Yeah. So what?
Because you
You
telling me yeah,
the
yeah,
Marvel movie as the story,
because you
the writing.
telling
No.
me, yeah, and that's kind of thing that shoot I just don't like. So that's kind of thing that I don't like half of the time is dealing with
Yeah.
the Disney fans. About it, I don't hate them, but the thing about it
Yeah.
that so you can't discuss nothing with them. Seem like in my opinion, because you can't discuss because you can't discuss a movie if it's bad, the writing bad with some of
Yeah.
and especially the ones that never read a comic book in their life, they would think that under you the
It's the
one
best movie.
that's the problem. I say, wait a minute,
No.
because I look
So
at that, I say,
the
wait a minute,
source materials
have you
is
ever
right.
read a comic?
The source materials.
Yeah, because you look at people that was Punisher fans and non-Punisher fans that was reviewing the movie 2017. I said,
Right.
y'all do know Zordon used to be a warrior right before he went down there on that thing. Be,
Yeah.
and they act like they're untaught some that the man facing the wall is kind of funny. I say, have you seen the 1993 Zordon? He's in a
Yeah.
tube
I watched
that
the
look
TV
even
series.
dumber to some people that's up in the modern age.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you try to ask them that you see TV shit, they're gonna tell me it's a TV series. I say, y'all don't even
Yeah.
look at the material for y'all to
Yeah. No.
criticize the man in the wall. I say that
Yeah.
having a man in the wall that just make more sense than
Yeah.
just having them up in a tube.
Right.
Because they might, if they read the comic books, the Zordon is an interdimensional being that had to lock himself up in the morphing grid to live and stuff like that. And this them telling me talk something, man, please, that's a lie. You know what I say? Look it up.
Yeah.
Look it up in the comic books. This them talking something. Oh, so you right? I said, I know I right. I know I right. Because that's what I know my characters, and that's what I actually do my research.
Yeah.
And they would think you hating too. They think you hating all day
No.
if
I
you
use
try to
the facts.
prove them
That's
wrong.
true. Yeah.
And yeah, because the thing about it, non-Punisher fans binge out Punisher movie and don't even go back and look at the source material of it. Because think about
Yeah.
that, the only thing they need to do is look at the first 5 episodes of Power Rangers. They get the theme of the movie. Putties,
Yeah.
Gordar, and Rita. The first two or
Yeah.
three episodes just would tell you that what the movie would have been about based on origins.
Yep.
And that's kind of thing that I just don't agree with half of the time. With the Marvel thing, there to say
Right.
tell us just team good shows. And I keep my accent before 2009. They can't do it because that's what I can name Batman Begins, Spider Man 1 and 2.
Right.
I can name Blaze, Blue. It I say come on. it was lots of good Marvel movies that they made before Disney bought it and got it.
Right.
And that one people in my opinion fail to realize. And so
Yeah.
it's not the characters themselves. It's not the characters themselves that's the problem. It's the people that write the movie and the people that kind of over it.
Yeah.
In my
We
opinion,
see it over just
be,
the story. Yeah.
because because be, yeah, because the thing about for me about the Ant-Man puts me in Hank Pym,
Yeah.
and and that's kind of one like shoot I disagree with. It sounds like this because they about Scott Lang just after him retired. Because if you look at it, so you could have Hank Pym just until just to phase 3 and 4. Let's see and stuff like that. Because you know how the Rangers pass down just their powers just for Hank Pym.
Yeah.
But think about just do it just for a different actor.
Yeah.
Because think about for me now that made about half the phase 4 movies and shows. It seems like the shows don't got no structure to it. Seems like it might be
Right.
bad besides because we know that King Push was a bit bad, but the problem is it's no type of there's no type of context clues unless the Loki show. That's the way that on the you would know that Kane is just like the big
Right. Yeah.
and not no other movies and shows that actually tease them just like the big bad.
Yeah.
Because if you look at phase 1 and 2, um Thanos was teased all those movies.
Yep.
And people actually brought him up by name.
Yep.
And that's kind of thing that I don't get after the time that's doing the MCU fans that been there from the beginning. They try to tell you that you're hating, but that's what that but you see how a good universe could build up hype for a movie.
Yep.
Because you see how it go. A good universe probably to build up for a movie and stuff like that.
Right.
Because so you might not like the way they do it,
Yeah.
but the characters, but that's what that phase 1 and 2 and most of 3 was good, and 5 is kind of like just
Okay.
disorganized. I think, in my opinion,
Yeah. Yeah.
it was disorganized phase 4 going to 5 because the thing about it, in my opinion, when it's so called, talk about some in my opinion, they thought some what kind of forever is a good movie? I say a good movie. What kind of forever they even respect the herbs? I keep on looking at them. I keep on looking at them. I keep on saying, wait a minute. You do know that Sherry can't turn into the Black Panther because she ate some herbs from the Aqua people. I said that just don't make no sense.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yep.
Because you look at the Lord of Black Panther. She supposed to grow her own herbs. She supposed to get it just from her God. You're not supposed to get it from no other aqua god and stuff like that.
Yep.
And stuff like that. That's kind of dumb. That's
Yep. Yeah.
that's a dumb explanation to tell us because Chadwick died and Killmonger burned him. I said, wait a minute now. Don't y'all supposed to be the most technological people on Earth? You supposed to come up with a way to grow your own herbs back.
Yeah.
Because because if you look at it, come on now, it sounds like an excuse just for Marvel be it would have seemed
Yeah.
like to me. It seemed like an excuse just for Marvel not be able to explain stuff sometimes. If you look at that movie supposed to be recast.
Yeah. Yes,
And
right.
because
Yeah.
they were, so you might not like me saying this, that all the Marvel might not like me like it was it was to carry that movie because Sherry, I like Sherry like that, but that's what she's not the one that can lead. How can I say? She's not the one which can lead the people to build to challenge people. Cause, shoot, if you look at it, she didn't really people up in the comic books. She just was standing. Just while just while trying to say Wakanda just from the outside. And
Mm.
and that
Yeah.
was some people in my opinion just need to stop and realize sometimes it sounded like Sherry wasn't really the queen most of the time. She was standing to T'Challa.
Mm.
We and it's kind of like in my opinion, it seemed like people took out emotion. I think that the Black Panther too, but that's what it take the emotions out of it
Right.
and stuff. In my opinion, because them
Mm.
if you can't take your emotions out of it, that gonna get you in trouble in time for business and movies. I gotta take your emotions
Right.
just out of just out of it. If you know the person and stuff like that, you gonna be biased towards it. I just would tell the people. I say I know this director and pursue. I might give this director a little bit more wiggle room because you know him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just tell the people that you might not grade it as hard as you do other movies. But it seemed like these Marvel people and Disney fans, boy, them Disney fans would man, they would think you hating. They would think you coming for them. How they were acting.
Yeah. Should be
Because
different.
I look at
Yeah.
them, I said, I'm not coming for you. I'm grading the movie just how the movie had written it. I say y'all mad at me because y'all don't like a movie? Because y'all don't like me guarding y'all favorite movie? Like it's nothing?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the bad thing that shoot I just don't like dealing with some of the Disney people have the time. I don't like them. And that's kind of like the bad thing for me, which I don't like this dealing with them. Um, and kind of like the bad thing about dealing with the fans of Disney. It sounds like some of the Disney fans they're trying to go personal on you,
Yeah.
and
It
that's
should
kind of
be
thing
different.
that I don't like. I said, wait a minute, now you going personal on people, and that's kind of like the bad thing about it. I say, why are you going pro on something that you about me and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And plus, you going personal be, because you trying to be personal. You trying to be personal towards me because you don't the way that I'm criticizing your favorite movie.
Yeah. Can't make the
I say
movie
that
not
dumb.
that good. What? I'm talking about the movie.
I
It's
say
too
that
much.
dumb in my opinion.
Yeah. I agree on that. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, this now and then. Uh, because you look at the same people who might criticize this big old movie harder than Love and Thunder. I bet on Marvel people because if you look at it, then you look at the trailers. The big old Shazam character trailer got more story than the Thor
Look
Love and
good.
Thunder trailer.
Yeah.
If you look at it,
But
that's
the
how I
set,
looked
the
the
everything.
trailer everything like that. and
Right.
and because if you look at it, so they keep on saying that cameo's supposed to be in this Shazam 2 movie. They're supposed to be cameos, different other characters, and that might be like just a big indication of the future. I think stuff like that. Just the
I mean,
DCU
it is.
because everybody it just
Yeah.
depends on who cameo in it. It could be an
Hmm.
older character or it could be a newer character.
Right.
Because everybody, if it seems like the cameo characters is getting their movies and stuff like that, and
Right.
and they put a thing about Shazam, he might need help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the thing about me, shoot, I might like but guess what? That's not the Shazam I say, but the movie's still decent though. It's still a decent movie for the first one. But the thing
Yeah.
about me, shoot, I would have casted somebody else to be Shazam because being the same movie
Not the kid.
just
Just
don't
the
look
adult
right.
one.
Tones and stuff like that.
Probably the acting.
Even look at tones in the movies that on the Rock Black
Go ahead.
Adam and plus Zachary Levi on Shazam, it don't match up. It just don't match up.
Right.
Because Zachary Levi, I like him, but the thing is, he needs to switch his tone to being serious because you got the power of the gods. You put that because you look at the first Bill Shazam movie, it seemed like the little boy is more serious than him
Yeah.
after they changed, and that's not puts me right because if you look at it, the Billy Batson is turning older in this movie. It's say he supposed to be like 18 in this movie, and
Yeah.
and the thing about me, and he supposed to be serious in this movie. That's gonna be a good thing,
Yeah.
for my opinion. Because the thing about for me, if you make a movie serious, if you make a movie serious and stuff like that, that would actually if they make future movies of Wonder Woman series, everything like future movies series and stuff like that, that would actually make them stand out just for Marvel movies. Because if you look at
Yeah.
it, people is tired of the Marvel formula that just being funny. But that's what this is. We've been saying for years is that Marvel might need to switch up a little bit with some of their movies and stuff like that. Back in back for a year or two ago, I think something like that. So we've been
Right.
saying that the Marvel been need to change it from
Yeah.
because the thing about the shoot that even just my sisters is starting to notice that and they're not even comic book fans. They even starting to notice also if you want to see a funny movie, just go to a Marvel movie. But if you want to think, just go to a DC movie. Just start something like Batman or Superman or something like that. And
Way different.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. I could say talk something. Sure, you notice it too.
Yeah.
And my sisters told me, and they're not even comic book fans like that. Shoot, they even tell me that they notice the difference in between Marvel and DC movies.
Yeah.
Because you look at the movie, just the Batman, just what Matt Reeves did with Rob Pattinson,
Mhm.
you can always
Right.
keep on going back to that movie and just find something new than what you missed the first time.
Right.
But then my Marvel movie is it seemed like you've seen everything, and but it give you no type of mystery to go back. Because the only Marvel movies that I can go back and look at like it's good. It sounds like the Captain American series, the first three Captain America, the first Iron Man,
Right.
um, the Hulk 2008 movie, the one with Edward Norton in it, and they kind of talk about some should they try to get rights for the Hulk movie. I say I,
Right.
I, I say I've
Yeah.
been trying to work on the rights on Disney Plus
Right.
because should they need to make Hulk a movie? It's making a movie. It seems like Universal is being stubborn, and the thing
Yeah.
about for me, it is like I will punish Universal just by taking Hulk off the movies and off the future, just the MCU, on, on just until they want to work on a plan of some
Right.
movies just for both of us to work on.
Yeah.
And kind of like the only reason why that, in my opinion, that that universe is being stubborn is because Kevin Feige is not putting his foot down and telling them, we need to work together and stuff like that,
Right.
and just tell them like that.
Yeah.
Because think about me, if I was Kevin Feige, I would say take the Hawk off the plans, just off, just off the universe completely, and just until they
Right.
try to work together with us. Because if they're
Yeah.
not trying to work together with us, just don't try to put their characters. Shoot, that's what I
Right.
think, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Right.
And kind of like in my opinion, shoot, and it got, I think, on the Monday with Power Ranger news, I think Adam.
Right.
I probably got to bring it up, but the news seemed like the beef be like for Adam.
Oh.
I forgot which form though, because
Okay.
if you look at he was green.
Right.
He was actually because he was green.
So
Adam
my
is
morphin.
some of the Power Ranger stuff. He was green and black in it.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, yeah, Mike Morphin he was black because Zach had changed the transfer of power thing, something like that.
Yeah.
But
So
wait a
power.
minute
Yeah.
now. Yeah, because
Um.
shit, I'm trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out which every since Zach coming back and he using the Black Ranger power now.
What is
Both of them still could be black. I think the Black Ranger power. I
no?
think
It's power complex. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah.
because if you look at it, because if you look at Mega Force, everything like that, at the end, it was multiple Black Rangers, multiple Greens,
Right.
paint
Right. Yeah.
all in,
But
just
multiple
all in one.
rangers have the same powers though. So how be there? But multiple rangers have the same power. Be it at the same time. What like versions of in the past or something like that? Multiple rangers have like copied have the power, but can't be at the same time. How does that work for it?
Because think about for me, if they could find a wait a minute, wasn't he in Turbo?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Was in Mighty Morphin. He was Ninja Black Ranger. He was the second generation Black Ranger. He was
Green.
I think he was Zeo, but I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, Zeo green for sure. Rocky is blue.
Okay. Okay. Right then. Who, he was right then that okay. Let's hear this news he got. stole canon at? Because shoot, I'm never figured out what that was.
Oh,
Well, this a school thing. That was a school karate competition thing, something like that.
for Adam, yeah. Yeah.
Thing about because but two things, like it's just a tournament thing.
Yeah.
There's some kind of karate thing or something like that, and some people say it was a school karate thing.
Yeah.
That's cap. That's cap right there. Because if you look at it, SPD, Ninja Storm, all these rangers reveal their faces. That's one of the dumbest
Right.
rules I heard in my life.
Yeah.
That's one of the dumbest rules because if you look at it, the under
Mm.
villains, because the villains
Who they are.
already know this your identity. Why
Yeah.
keep it?
Yeah.
Because be- because you look at this here earlier, they had captured Adam, Rocky, and plus Aisha, and they wasn't even Rangers. They just been close to Billy and Tommy and stuff like that. That was kind of one of the rules that I couldn't. I just couldn't agree with Zod on. I couldn't agree with him on that.
Right. Yeah.
That because like for me, keeping your identity a secret, that's kind of dumb. I think, in my
Yeah.
opinion, because if you look at it, the villains and everybody already know your secret. They already know it
Yeah.
and stuff like that. That's kind of a dumb rule in my opinion. But just for the show, they do it for the show. But in real life,
Yeah.
I couldn't do that, jump.
No. Just make it public. I mean,
Yeah,
keep secret
because
reinvention. Yeah.
so you try to keep it a secret, more people just might get hurt than you telling them out in public.
Keep a secret. Yeah.
It was a lie. That big old Geneva Precinct was a lie because we see up in the comic books is that those three had turned into the Omega Rangers to save people in space.
Yeah, that's in the comics though, so I
That,
don't know if you did that or not, but
but they see up in the comic books they're supposed to be at some kind of priest conference and stuff like that, and that would Billy, Kim, and everything would keep on calling them, and they would line in the comic books and say they was there at the priest conference. I
yeah,
think I did know things that still connected though. I think in my in my opinion, it still is. And
if
some of
they
the villains
if
in the
they
comic
do
books, because then, in my opinion, if they bring some of the villains in the comic books onto the show live action, that be like a really good thing. I think, in my opinion.
yeah, yeah, we can't do it.
that that's the one that's the one that made me mad because think about it. People keep on saying that was non-canon, but I keep on saying I say they should have kept it canon.
Yeah, I see. Right. Yeah.
They should have kept that movie canon. I think in my because shit, that make no sense to make it non-canon because that's what they did with keep it canon. They could always bring back Ivan Ooze in the
Yeah.
future,
I gonna. Yeah.
but but they kill him in the movie, which kind of my opinion was a good thing, but also a bad thing at the same time because you already knew in the show they probably wouldn't do it, but they always do something different. Since the that, that on just them going back to the original suit, time for the show, I say, wait a
Yeah.
minute now, because I look at that, I say, wait a minute now, that just don't make no sense.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems
It
so.
don't make no sense in the show that time it's done because you going back to your same original suits and stuff like that, and you telling me that the armor and stuff and plus think about it, that people probably too cheap to pay for it anyway
Yeah.
to keep the armor suit. I probably understood the reason why they did it, but the thing about me is like if I was making a show, I would have said keep the armor suits. That just me. If you upgrading the same powers and stuff like that, if you upgrading it would have more armor to it.
Yeah. I
It
gonna.
wouldn't be the
Yeah.
same.
I gonna. Yeah.
Tour actually destroyed his Zors. Yeah, he did. Which that make no
Yeah.
sense because the thing is, they always brought him back.
I
They
mean, it's
always brought the Zors
probably.
back though in later seasons.
Uh, yeah. Probably the Marvel Master did.
They probably
Yeah.
yeah because shoot, I know you can't really destroy Zord. They just could be shut down for a while, but you can't destroy it
Yeah. I
because
mean,
the only way
possible
to
for Marvel
destroy it
Masters. Yeah.
is yeah. So you gotta have some type of power. And Master Vi was evil too, bro. That sucker was worse than Lord Zed at some
Yeah.
points. I said, God,
Yeah.
though. Just I thought Lord Zed was bad, but shoot, this man was worse than Lord Zed at some point. Shoot. I keep on saying, bring back Rita, bring back Lord Zed because shoot, at least they give you
Yeah.
anyway. That's Rita's father. He sure don't look like it
Yeah.
because just that would mean that he was human too at one point.
Yeah.
That would mean that he had been human at one point
Yeah.
in some type of
Mm-hmm.
God,
But,
shucks.
mhm, but yeah.
Rita family messed up. Her her family messed up, man.
Yep.
wait a minute now. Shoot. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out just how Alpha so fast because you look at the show.
Right.
He must got wheels on his foot or something because shoot that because damn about it shoot man he he couldn't have ran that fast to get to the underground because if he can run fast then shoot then that mean that shoot I was cheated all these years that
Yeah.
to see him run and walk fast because shoot I see him in Dino Thunder. I see him in Operation Overdrive and all them shows. He never ran a minute of that show. He just walked, but he never ran
When then
and
learn
stuff like that.
overdrive for alpha wasn't then there's overdrive, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. He wasn't Overdrive, and plus he wasn't. I think he wasn't Turbo. I think helping out a little bit. He wasn't
Pretty
Turbo,
sure, yeah.
Overdrive. He wasn't one more season too.
Yeah.
He wasn't SPD. I think it was SPD or yeah, yeah. I think it was that season.
Really?
I,
It was not S. No, it was not SP. No.
because shoot, because I know it's Modern Morphin he was in. Overdrive he was in. Wait a minute. Wasn't he?
Zeo and
No.
Turbo.
He wasn't in.
Zeo Turbo.
Yeah, Turbo, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Zero Turbo Overdrive.
that's it. Yeah.
It was yeah, and he was in comics. Yeah, those are the only seasons I know he was in.
Yeah.
But he was the other seasons. Sure. Out. Oh wait a minute, he was four. I was trying to man. I thought he was three, but he was four. Never mind. He was four.
Yeah, but it's what it was Rocky to be the blue one. So yeah. Sorry.
I knew right about that. I was right.
Yeah.
People will try to swoop me down about Adam not being second in command some of these seasons.
Yeah.
Because we all know that
Yeah. And
if
it's
Tommy wasn't
real.
there, it had to be somebody that been there. Yeah, it had been Adam.
Yeah.
But that's what
Yeah.
the
Of course.
people which I speak me talking some. It just yeah because think
Don't
about
fit
it,
the role of the leader, but he does
people
fit
that
the
tell
leader role.
because if you look at it, you look at the teams how it built. Adam had to be the one that had to be second in command besides Rocky. Because it would
Yeah.
have been Rocky's and it would have been Rocky and Adam, those two.
Yeah.
But then Rocky left in Turbo,
Mm-hmm.
and that just left Adam because because the two that left in Zio, I think it had to be Aisha and Rocky. No, no, Aisha left in Zio
Right.
and Rocky left in Turbo.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be. And that's the kind of thing that I just agree with Zordon on because that thing about that it seemed like that they forced them to give up the powers. I say
Yeah.
they could just give them a choice to give it up because shoot that was me. Shoot, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
give up my powers and and plus just I know that even most out there still can kill me. Nope. Zordon,
Yeah.
make your own coins and you do it because that was me. I'm not gonna give up just my power coins to nobody
No.
because everybody should don't even monsters still out there that still know your face.
Yeah.
And that what Tommy did because you remember Tommy had kept his Green Ranger coins, green and red,
Yeah.
and he just gave up the other one, the turbo because everybody Tommy always had other coins with him to be like that.
Yeah.
He can afford to do it, but that's what Adam could afford to give it up, but Catherine couldn't do it
Yeah.
because you look at a crossover. Zordon had to make her a suit or some kind of coin thing for
Yeah.
her to be able to come back. Because thing about it, because thing about it for me, they deal with coins, everything like that.
Right.
Shoot, unless unless I got more than one coins with me, I'm not about
Yeah.
to give it up to nobody.
Yeah.
Cause thing about it, shoot, can you just tell Ninja and make them a coin?
Yeah. You should.
Because y'all two friends,
Yeah.
and that be me. Because we give up my coins and plus shoot, I still got evil monsters that still can pop up
Yeah.
and just try to kill me.
Yeah.
Because you look at after Data Thunder and to the SPD crossover series, Zelltrack still will try to kill Tommy.
Yeah.
Still will try to kill Tommy and stuff like that. It still will try to be because the thing about for me,
Right.
Adam was smart to keep the morpher in the coin, but the thing is, Adam should have had it repaired. I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, I think Alpha could have repaired it. I think, in my opinion, at the time, because if you look at it, it was nobody else that could have did it besides Billy and Alpha
Right.
that could have did it after. Because if you look at it, it was no other, it was no other help or just mentor that can help just repair power coins.
Right.
That after the space seasons, you probably can say that. But during this timeline right here in space, Mighty Morphin,
Right.
Turbo, they didn't have nobody
Yeah.
that can repair it all self for Billy and Alpha. That's it. Who just repaired his morpher because in space it was damaged. They never answered that question though.
The center knife fix it.
And that I I knew that was Rita and Laura Zed's son just by the staff, but God, though
I, yeah.
they could at least tease that.
Hmm.
They could at least they could at least tease that up that series, the Operation Overdrive, just by showing like Laura Zed's son in the background. They just show that in one crossover episode. I say this should have made this a 2 or 3 part um uh, uh, just just a 2 or 3 part how can I say crossover
Right.
episode and and put a thing about it doing and doing this 2 part episode crossover. What I would have did, I would just explain just how Laura Zed's son hated the Rangers. I would have
Yeah.
explained that, but it didn't explain it. It just say I'm Laura Zed and Rhea's son, which could be a lie, but in the show, they what they did. Repair. Okay, shoot, that explains so much. That explains so much the reason why he can morph. Because you look at before the Operation Overdrive thing after in space, he couldn't morph no more.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
of the damaged coins, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And but since on night repairing it, that just explains so much. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That why didn't Adam have his green morpher if he couldn't morph to black?
Yeah. I really don't know for that, but
Because the thing about it, he might have could morph into the black, but that's what he still could morph into Zeo Green, number 4, and that would explain so much that he can do that. They could give him a master morpher too, so like Tommy had, and based on history he got to, he
yeah.
deserves a master morpher though, in my opinion. wait a minute. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out how was Adam able to summon a big old vest just from an Operation Overdrive team. He was able to use it
Yeah, yeah, someone for.
because yeah, because the thing about it, he not even an Operation Overdrive season ranger, but then he's still able to summon armor that for Operation Overdrive. They need to explain that, in my opinion, though.
Yeah, yeah, I agree on that. Yeah,
Hey, that was right. That was Adam. People, people really thought that was a stun double. I keep on telling people that was Adam. I was right then. Yes,
yeah. Somewhere I mean, because some
I
what Adam have
I am
multiple
not wrong.
powers, right? The my the black one. So who?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah,
can't be exact. It's exact, yeah. But I mean, possibly, yeah.
yeah. That was Adam. I was right then.
But
Wait a
multiple power and get
minute.
powers like in space.
That puts me in
In
the
space, they were
red.
like turbo. So,
Yeah. He read Turbo
but
and
turbo was
Cassie and
right. Turbo was in what
no.
what was in
I
space.
think yeah.
So
This
the
is
multiple
in
power and
space
get
right here. He was blue in
right.
space. That actually right.
Right. So who is turbo then?
And
I think about who was in turbo
no,
then.
this him. That
But the team lineup, I don't get it. The multiple.
okay.
This sorry.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. These range of
Wait a
multiple
minute.
powers or how they
If he come
at
back,
time.
that means shoot, he probably gonna morph into yeah. Because they might if they
If they
coming back, right? Which ranger form? Which ranger form will he
would
use
they
though?
choose,
That's the thing.
uh, probably have the master morphers.
Be be
I don't know, probably not. But if
be,
I know
because he got choices.
Tommy has it. I mean, Tommy has the master morph, so if they make another master morph for each of them have multiple powers, so yeah. That or
Yeah,
the morpher has repel the morpher by the morphing grid.
yeah. Should that's what I think that should if they make another master morpher, they need to give it to Adam. I think in my opinion.
But explain who built it though. Who built it? What is Billy built it or someone else built it?
I I think it might be Billy, Haley. It's either Billy, Haley, Ethan. Because you remember up in Dino Thunder, Ethan was building some of the Rangers weapons and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
It could be Billy, Haley, Ethan,
I mean,
Cam.
right.
It could be Cam there for Ninja Storm.
But need
Be,
the access to the morpher yet, right? So, or something to fletch some of that. Access the morpher to get the, the powers to create the master morpher power inside the ranger power.
yeah. And wait a minute. It it seems like Aisha and Adam seem like they came for the same timeline, don't
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
it? Because both of them was wearing SPD. But the thing about it, I'm still trying to figure out that if they came from if they
Same
came from
time or
if they came from the beginning beginner SPD or they came from like the future of SPD.
Yeah, yeah,
SPD already there.
right.
Because the thing about it, shoot, this crossover needs to answer some of these questions. Just by the
Yeah,
suits
that's
they
what I'm
wearing,
talking.
it kind of like making you think what season it coming from.
Right.
Because if you look at it, Aisha and Adam was another mention just up in SPD and nothing like that
Right.
as being part of history. Unless they're from like a different SPD timeline, the one for Sky and everything like that, Sky
Right.
and Jack,
Yeah. Right.
they might be from like a different timeline than them.
Yeah, because
They could have,
guys are.
oh yeah, oh, because the thing about it, they could have the same name, but the thing is, they're from a different timeline.
I mean, yeah, because when I was Ranger, what it was, I thought SPD Green, the bridge said, Sky becomes the Red Ranger, right? The Shadow Ranger, right? So probably that timeline for
Yeah, yeah,
but
and
Sky knows
that'd be a really good.
the Green and stuff, right? So probably some of future knowledge. I mean, timeline for him.
Well, wait a minute. That would mean that Kruger had to move up and to be like an commander for Sky to move up and be Shadow Ranger and just be the
Yeah, probably.
hmm,
Yeah, but it's the
that
bridge
actually
saying he will be the Green Ranger, but the timeline that makes sense, but yeah, but yeah, so probably not timeline for it because main timeline was SPD colors bridge be green, but in the other timeline it was red and it become green. So yeah, I was right.
yep, and that was a really good thing to see too.
Seeing that timeline for yeah.
PA, wait a minute, is that like a different that
Which
could be
one?
like a
Okay.
different division
Yeah, it could. Yeah, it could be good.
because because you know how the government got the army, marines and stuff like that. That could be like something similar to that. Hmm. I wonder what that means. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wasn't that the A squad uh, up in at SPD? Remember,
Yeah, there were
it
basically
was Alpha Squad.
yeah,
Adam could be one of the commanders just over A squad and stuff like that. And plus, just it probably how they came up with the ranking: A squad, B squad, C squad. That could be a thing. I think, in my opinion, and stuff like that. Be, because think about it, shoot, that would make sense. The reason why that it just SPA that just instead of SPD,
yeah.
in my opinion. Shoot, I think in my opinion, if this gave me a robot reader, I don't think that this the good reader that doing this. I I
No,
think it's some kind of machine king henchman who trying to get revenge just for Zordon destroying the big old machine empire and others.
right, right, yeah.
That's what I think it is.
I can see, yeah.
Because they might shoot that way. If it's somebody that would make sense in my opinion.
Y-
If it's somebody else. if somebody different Zordon pass.
Right.
It would make no sense if different somebody different Ranger pass. That makes no sense. If somebody different Zordon pass. It's just that just me in my opinion what I think it could be.
All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, right.
Okay. Oh shit. Can you
You got yeah.
Barco,
Yeah.
do you think that bigger new enemy at time, and in my opinion, it is crossed over into Billy and them like that timeline?
Yeah. Possible. It's possible. I mean, yeah. Probably quite common. Yeah. Did you unique time reflect? So yeah, it's possible.
Be, be, because, like in my opinion, just for Adam at the guy and on the suit time for SPA, I think their time is there, and plus it
Right.
just cross over
Yeah.
into the main Rangers universe, in my opinion.
Right.
That's what I think it did. Because look at some of the stuff that's actually happening, that's actually good
Right.
and stuff like that. And kind of like Trini daughter that puts me in it. I just hope it's done good. In my opinion, that's just me.
Right.
Because think about my opinion, sound like some people, some people, in my opinion, look at Power Rangers shows just for the action. But that's why, in my opinion, I do not look at Power Rangers shows just for action. I
What's your
I look at
story?
it for the story and because everybody, if the action good and the writing is bad, that makes no sense.
Right.
Because everybody, it'll be action without a purpose.
Right.
Because everybody, don't nobody learn from John Wick. This expand the universe as the shows and movies go along. Because look at John Wick 1, 2, and 3, and 4, which coming out. I think John Wick 4, I think coming out. And stuff like that. Put coming out. And cause if you look at the first
Yeah.
John Wick, it was basic. I say the first movie supposed to be basic. I understand the first movie being
Right.
basic,
Yeah.
but the second movie, John Wick, actually expanded the universe a little bit. And the third John Wick expanded even more, just more action. In the fourth one right here, I'm not sure what this one gonna do, but it seems like the everything's expanding, unraveling stuff like that. It's gonna
Right.
be good. Seeing like this John Wick movie, and for the John Wick series, actually care about what the fans want too, and that what
Right.
people fail to realize. because you got fans and stuff, the fans will come out and first support it. Because you might not actually support it,
Right.
in my opinion. My opinion, like it to me, in my opinion, it sounds like
Right.
and like the bad thing, and kind of the bad thing, in my opinion, which I don't like half the time dealing with, is
Yeah.
dealing with the fans and stuff like that. That
Yeah.
it seems like certain fans and stuff like that's not a fan of Power Rangers expect Power Rangers to be like just to be like in the other franchise, but you can't do that.
Yeah.
But if you look at the story that is connected, which is kind of sad because if you look at the Marvel universe, that the Marvel universe wasn't even out for 25 years.
Yeah.
It been like for 10 years, and it kind of like the Marvel universe can't even keep their story straight, which is
Yeah.
sad. I think, in my opinion, because you look at it, Power Rangers been out for 25, just almost 30 years. I keep on saying, how do like a small franchise, sound like Power Rangers, who don't even bring in as much money as Marvel movies,
Yeah. Yeah.
can't even that the Marvel universe can't even their keep this stuff straight. I keep on saying, I say why? Because shoot, man, because you look at some of these stuff going on in the Marvel universe, man, it's going bad. And deal with Power Rangers, the Power Rangers universe is actually going up. It's actually going up, and the Power Rangers universe is usually good and stuff like time for writing. Because you look at Beast Morphers, or you look at Beast Morphers and Dino Fury, those two seasons is actually good. I like those seasons.
Um,
And the thing about me, in my opinion, it's kind of like it, it would give America a chance to make their own series. I think if they want to make their own original series
um,
of Power Rangers, because if you look at it, some of Ninja Storm stuff was original American stuff. That was actually good, and some of the
yeah.
stuff and Down with Thunder, and some of the stuff and Down with Thunder was original American stuff, and that was good. I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it seemed like to me, it sounded like the man that owned Power Rangers seemed like to me that he was at Netflix do the only thing seemed like
To keep alive. Yeah.
yeah because seemed like to me he gave her freedom that but the only thing that he didn't give freedom to is Disney. I say
Yeah.
Disney messed it up. This
Yeah.
but Disney didn't do the franchise the Civil War
Together.
thing.
Yeah.
Because you look at stuff that supposed to came next. Should it supposed to have been a civil war in between people who want to keep the stuff a secret? No, no,
Yeah.
no, not secret, but people
That's
that
the
who
kind they
wanted to
need.
write. Yeah, and that's why we got Ninja Storm instead of that. And man, I find that out years later down the line, and man, I was so mad because they might Ninja Storm. I like the season. The Ninja Storm season is actually good. That's not my problem. My problem is to sound like Disney still could, but you look at Disney want everything to be made for kids. That's what it supposed to be made by kids, but that's why now you can't make everything for kids though.
Yeah.
You can't make everything for kids because
No.
they're like sure you got to worry about the teenagers and people.
and
Because if you
adults.
look at it,
Yeah,
if you look at it as
the
yeah,
merchandise.
if you look at kids don't make nothing. Yeah,
Yeah,
because you should look at it that look at it as a whole. Kids, in my opinion, just got short attention spans. They got short
yeah.
attention spans, man.
Guys don't care
Because you
about
can't
the
depend.
detail in the merchandise. Like more for
Yeah, because you look at most of the stuff they're buying. The kids ain't buying it. The adults is buying it. The adults and teenagers is buying them, and they need to make it for teenagers and adults.
right because need to make it for to show because it's not the flavor in American bad because their prices can divert. Very expensive price
Yep,
for American version for Power Ranger.
yep. Because you look at Tommy when he was saying in interviews and stuff that just before he died, he been telling Saban and everybody that owned it say try to make anime stuff for Power Rangers, try to make movies and crossover series just for older Rangers to just see what they doing and stuff like that.
You know,
And and that's the kind of thing I've been saying because shoot, because of my opinion, shoot, I keep on saying I shoot I would keep on saying I say the Ranger fans been saying they're making anime of Power Rangers. Then try to cross over with Ultraman, Mass Rider, and stuff like that. And that
yeah,
what Tony been saying. I say if you cross over some of your older Japanese stuff and bring this out Power Rangers, that'd be like a full jump start this for your franchise, for a new franchise.
I agree. You could bring more fans to the franchise, right?
Yeah, because that's what I did with Saban. Shoot, I would bring Kamen Rider and try to like combine it with Power Rangers in one of those
Make
seasons.
it good for season. Yeah,
Because in my opinion, what I would like about that is it sounds like you see like a new hero and you get new fans to be curious about it
yep. Then go
and
watch
stuff.
the Japanese version instantly.
Yep, and they would actually like it and stuff
Yeah,
like that. Because the theme of the Ultraman series I like on Netflix. Shoot, I kind of like it because the thing was crossover inside the Power Ranger Beast Morphers thing at the time, and and,
right.
and, and plus I saw the Ultraman thing came up. Besides B Morpher, shoot, I started looking at it, and the series was actually good. I like the Ultraman series that was animated. They made it like the American version of it. I actually like that though. That was actually good. The Ultraman that's on Netflix.
Yeah,
Because then, in my opinion, shoot, I don't think Disney would make that. Truthfully, Disney wouldn't make that. I think, in my opinion, because
yeah,
anybody, I could be wrong. I could be wrong and stuff like that. But anybody, shoot, we all know that Disney don't like to push violence onto the stuff. I say it's superhero stuff
right.
because the thing about for me, in my opinion, what I don't like most of the time is dealing with Disney. Is they will push stuff that what they like, but they don't want to do it for other people, which I learned too that they be doing this. They don't want to do it for everybody, which kind of dumb. I think, in my opinion, you would push a Miss Marvel movie was kind of was kind of like violence in itself and killing
Yeah,
aliens, but you can't do it for our Power Ranger series and stuff like that. When y'all had it, y'all couldn't do a Civil War type thing. The, the Ranger series, and you did a Civil War movie with Captain America. I said, I don't think Disney had really cared about the on the Power Ranger franchise as a whole just during that time they had it.
yeah,
Because the thing about it, the series might be good they made it, but the things in my opinion, it seemed like they didn't. care for like the future of the franchise altogether.
Yeah.
Because you look at after Ninja Storm and SPD, it seemed like in my opinion the company itself didn't care for it, and they just let it so bomb by him to have to say you let the man back just for a fraction of the price that you just that he was for. I say you really didn't care for the
Right.
franchise. Did because you look at it, they always say that he was half the price. He bought it for like half the price he sell it for, and it kind of for me, I was like kind of glad he brought it back. That's just me in my opinion because
Right.
because they might some people just might disagree and say that in my opinion that might be a bad move for him to buy it back.
Yeah.
But but that's what he bought it back. He put it on Netflix and he making money. He making money off it
Yeah. Yeah.
because just if you look at it, just him putting on Netflix, in my opinion, is was like a real good idea. I think, in my opinion, for him doing that, and 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 it kind of like and keep it away from Disney, who don't care for the franchise half the time.
Right.
Because I was looking at that, I say, really, Disney, should you, man, you messed up a whole franchise that you could have did.
Yeah.
That by itself, just by a Civil War thing. Because if you look at it, shoot, they could have did like a two-parter Civil War type thing just before Ninja Storm, because shit, that could be a
Yeah.
crossover thing. But it seemed like Disney was worried about the parents telling son it's too violent.
Yeah.
I said, really? I said, really? And these be the same parents that be looking at horror movies. I say, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. I was looking at that. I said, come on now. I know y'all lying about this just being too violent. Because we all know y'all lying about that. You just don't like the franchise. Just say just say you just don't like the franchise. And we be
Yeah.
cool with it. Don't try to lie and say it's violent. And we all know it's not violent anyway.
Yeah.
And especially a Parger show. And now I said, wait a minute now, the Parger show is based on teamwork, and based on people
Yeah.
just being better people.
Yeah.
And that's kind of thing that I like seeing too to do with the Parger series because if you look at each series of Parmers teach people about teamwork. They teach people how to be better people,
Yeah.
and put to teach you just how to care about the earth at the same time.
Right.
Because the thing about me about that, this being biased, shoot, I notice people online that I don't like the Conjure, that don't like the Conjure fans and stuff that don't like the franchise. They would keep on saying, talking that on the Conjure thing need to change, the format need to change. I say, you doing the format is just the only thing to keep it alive, right? It's keeping it just on Netflix and not on Disney. Because we all know if it was on Disney, that show wouldn't
Yeah.
been as good as it is now. And 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 kind of like people that's not fans of it, they tell us, that's not true. I say, did y'all see a Power Ranger fans format before the stuff that before the stuff came back to Netflix? The Power Ranger fans was not happy about how Disney was treating the the formula.
Right.
And And kind of like for me, it sounds like shoot, how do my this our problem at SPD everything like that. Shoot, I
Right.
cut the serious and good. That's not my problem. My problem was that just for the franchise as a whole, just for the business people just to ask about the franchise is
Right.
which is kind of like a bad thing in my
Yeah.
opinion. Because think about it, sure, you should not be saying that you don't care about
The fans.
that the Power Rangers thing is it's just for boys. I say, wait a minute now. Girls like Power
No.
Rangers too, and
Yeah.
that's kind of thing that got me mad too. I say my sister like Power Rangers, and you try to we try to exclude my sisters and plus and plus the other Power Ranger franchise and plus the other fans that's females and stuff like that just for liking it because you say just for boys, which was done. I think in my opinion
Yeah.
because if you look at it, because look at girls like Power Rangers too, just like everybody else
Yeah. Yeah.
and everything like girl and some of them older too, and that's kind of like the bad thing too. Um, yeah, just whoever might want to come out. I I think in my opinion this might be see Rocky, you
Okay.
see Zach, you see I
Yeah.
but 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 then it 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 seems to be hating on the
Yeah.
system that's on cross thing.
Yeah.
I say you just for y'all came over here and stuff like that
Right.
because they might for me in my opinion it and that what people in my opinion just actually doing this thing
Yeah. I got that. Yeah.
and kind of like for me and and, and um it's hard to perform is I because think about for me if they not canon they or campaign thing but should it was canon because they was part of the comic books thing or
Yeah.
something like that
Yeah.
because shoot if they're canon that would mean that some comic book people do got um the D&D people who do Power Rangers stuff they probably have their team part of the comic book one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of like for DC, yeah, what do you think? Which character you think that James Gunn just announced to be like the second half of his slate?
Uh. But I want to say Blue Beetle. Is
Okay,
it called already or not? I want to, cause I want to see Blue Beetle.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want to see that one too. Because damn about it that some like people keep on saying that they don't want to see Blue Beetle, but I keep on saying I said that you do know Blue Beetle was part of Teen Titans and Pussy Justice League,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
that when people, in my opinion, just fail to realize we see our
Yeah, I remember that.
be because the thing about it, shoot, just now. Okay, if you look at it, the Blue Beetle, the Robins, Starfire, everybody was Team Two, and that
Yeah.
what everybody just don't get. That's part of the
That's what.
universe and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
That's when you see Blue Beetle in live
That's part
action
of the
though.
universe. Because, oh yeah, be,
The
because
guy who played
don't that
um, from
okay
Hawkeye, right? Yeah, main character from who played Roma Yumi is yeah. Hawkeye.
yeah sound like for phase two. I would like to see. I would like to see Wildcat just was Wildcat just be part of Green Arrow, the Green Arrow universe.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Because that's if you look at it, that the Wildcat did try to train. He did kind of train Oliver Queen
Yeah.
when he came back, and he's trained Black Canary too to a point.
Yeah.
And he was one of the only characters that can beat Batman. I think 1-on-1
Yeah.
in the comic books. It was him, Deathstroke, and plus Karate Kid that was up in the future that could kind of keep up with Batman. But anything else, I can't say that nobody could beat Batman because Batman always just got a plan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that what people fail to realize sometimes about Batman. So like Batman don't beat you with he don't beat you with just for skill, just for the hand to hand. Because the thing about for me when he beat people, he beat people with brain most of the time.
Yeah.
Because you said with Apocalypse when Supergirl was evil, he wasn't he wasn't stronger than Darkseid, but he actually outthink Darkseid to
Yeah.
beat him, and that was a good thing to see. I think, in my opinion, that was actually a good thing to see. That was actually a real good thing to see, in my opinion. Because everybody thought you just beat Darkseid with strength, but that's what if you use Darkseid planet against them, that would actually be like a good strength to have. And just
Right.
use Darkseid planet against him because you look at his planet, Darkseid planet is like a big old uh, just a big old volcano.
Yeah.
If it if you get off balance, then you messed up. And that's kind of thing I don't get. That sound like that on shoot. Then they announced the new gods. I think the second half.
Right.
Because think about it. They say chapter one was the name of monsters and gods. I think some of that a part of
Yeah.
chapter one. If it's part of monsters and gods, then that will mean that they need to cast that they need to make the new gods moving.
Right.
If they
Yeah.
if they want to tease like dark side and stuff like that,
Right.
that'd be like a real good thing to do. It just make a new gods movie. The origins of dark side and everybody else and, and where they came from.
Right.
And kind of like the messed up thing about it, and 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 kind of like the messed up thing about it, what I see, and kind of messed up thing I see about the new gods movie. I think that they should do. So they can this should make how everybody that's how everybody came about. I think, in my opinion, this came about sound like the head father that just how the kids got switched at birth and stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Just like kids got switched at birth that deal with the new gods and dark side son. That dark side son just got raised by a new father and put a new father's son had got raised by somebody else,
Yeah.
and that'd be like a really good thing to see, right?
Yep.
And especially if they know how to do stuff.
Right. Yeah. I remember her. Yeah.
We because think about it, if they want to make a movie right just by the new gods, they just try to go with the source material. If you go by the source material, the
Right.
on the fans will have your back.
Right. Yeah.
The fans will have your back, and 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 plus the fans will actually look at them because shoot, you look at Marvel movies, shoot that on the Marvel fans should be looking at their movies, which would just be average.
Yep.
It, and some of their movies don't even be have no good story, and their movies be make about 600 million. I think New Gods come out and put the trailers actually be good. I think that movie probably can make about 500 million plus
Right.
worldwide. If it's new, if it's a new thing, I see about 500 million.
Mhm.
Because you look at Blue Beetle coming on streaming service, that shut that movie might be one of the most streamed
Right.
besides Black Adam. Because thing for me, that's kind of smart. I think, in my opinion, it is try to make each stuff like some for streaming and some for movies.
Right.
Because that's what the DC fans just won't feel like, shoot, they got to spend a lot of money to
Right.
go to the theaters all the time,
Yeah.
and then with Disney Plus, it seems like
Right.
with them, shoot, you got to spend all your money just to follow the
Yeah.
universe.
Right. Yeah.
But but you look at DC, so you don't got to do that really.
Yeah.
You don't got to do that really. I think, in my opinion, with DC stuff, you look at DC really give you a choice which one to go
Yep.
to, and that's kind of like the good thing about it, which I like that this by DC is something like the DC actually give you a choice to which one that actually go to and stuff like that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that some people some people there might not like me saying on the DC brand is like a better brand to go to time for the
Right.
future. But the thing about it, I got to be objective about it though, just to see which franchise doing the most
Right.
for their fans, and the franchise doing most for their fans is just like the it's the DC, and the DC future is much brighter than Marvel right now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Agree on that. Yeah. For the storyline
Be,
better for them.
because they might people might not like me saying that, but that's what
But it's my thing for. Yeah. Thing for.
should they look at, yeah, because you could look at it should they look at the way that the movie's getting written now to deal with Marvel. It's not even being written time for just good storytelling no more. It just
Nope.
they're just getting told by some kind of political agendas when you just try to push. I said, just give me a good movie. Yeah, sure, I'm cool with it. Sure,
Yeah.
if the movie be good, everything like that, and that's what I will be able to defend it.
It would be
I
fun.
will be able to defend
Yeah.
it on live stream everything. Because think about it, shut, I probably got to look at this Shazam 2 movie
Right.
again this week or next week, something like that. Or that's what,
And
if this movie right here is better than it's better than
for this one,
it's better than Quantumania, I will Shazam 2. I want to look at that one
got
that
yeah.
coming out.
I mean,
I
I
think it's
haven't.
coming out this week. I think.
I mean, I watched on YouTube. I sort of had enough. So that's how the YouTuber who watches M2 said it very bad or something. Yeah, the title is bad. I have not watched it. So
The, but that sound like the last time that somebody said something was bad. Sound like Reeves movie actually was good, and these be the same people that criticize DC movies, but talk about Marvel movie, you can't find
yeah, I mean,
criticism.
yeah,
You cannot find criticisms for nothing that's dealing with Disney stuff. But if you look at it, Shazam is a character that tells jokes. He sounds like Spider-Man.
yeah,
He tells jokes, but he also serious. But that's what I just don't get the reason why people in my opinion criticize this one. But that's what time for the Ant-Man movie.
you know,
They was hyping it up.
yeah,
They were hyping up the Ant-Man movie. But they criticized this one. Come on, now. That just don't make no sense in
yeah.
my opinion. It don't make no
I do
sense
on that. Yeah,
because you got hype up an Ant-Man movie, but you can't even give a video Shazam movie to a chance. The Waiting Room, because that's if you look at it, that's really the first time being in some kind of movie thing at the same time.
yeah,
You look at it,
yeah,
that's the first time that video Shazam is able to be that of in a live action form.
yeah.
But the thing about the Marvel characters have multiple. They have multiple
Okay,
iteration of live action stuff.
right.
Still getting it wrong, and that's kind of the bad thing that I don't get dealing with them because if you look at it, you look at them based on movies and stuff like that. If it's based on movies, that on the Marvel movie should have been much better than it is now.
Right.
Because think about it, that on shoot on season 2 of Loki is gonna be like a real big thing. I think, in my opinion, because you look at Loki season 2. Loki season 2 is gonna have to explain the reason why all these stuff happening in Quantumania and stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But the thing about it that opening Loki show, yeah, it's a sound opening Loki show. Couldn't Loki just try back in time just for the stuff happen in Quantumania?
I probably
Be,
not think
be,
about
be,
it.
because you look at the Loki show that he really went back in time before he died and stuff like that, and he still was living up in the present time.
Right.
But the problem is, just do Thor still think he dead? Because if you look at it
Yeah.
in Infinity War, he still think Loki dead, but that's what Loki ain't dead.
Yeah. I mean, the Avenger what did alter the mess of time. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you look at it, shoot that Loki season 2, he got ahead to tell Thor he's still alive because shoot,
Yeah.
he's
Because
still not.
Avengers did alter time. Yeah.
Yep, because the thing about it, shoot, I think it might be one of the time traveling people who might get to tell Thor that his brother not dead, and he might
Yeah.
go back to Earth and just try to find him.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, in my opinion, sound like if Thor supposed to be a king, then why then where's Asgard supposed to be at as a planet? Because think about it, Asgard's a realm of the planet and stuff like that, and Thor not even worrying about that.
Yeah.
He passing on to somebody else, which is kind of the dumbest thing in the world, I think, in my opinion. But It would have kind of like he did,
Yeah.
and kind of like for the last time I was talking about before I leave is like like in my opinion, deal with Marvel. My opinion for the future. Um,
Right.
I'm trying to worry about my opinion. Um, who they casting to be like Cyclops, who they casting and stuff like
Right.
that. Because the thing about it, casting is big. Time for the X-Men now.
Right. Yeah.
Be, because the thing about it, shoot, I want to know I want to know the original five, who they casting and stuff like that. Be, because the thing about it, Professor Xavier should be the one that was up in the Fox universe
Yeah.
before he got old, and and plus that Magneto should be the same person that was with Professor Xavier up in the Fox universe.
Yeah.
Let's they bring back Patrick Stewart. That would mean that they might cast somebody older to be like Professor Xavier. He could be like the mentor role, the Cyclops and stuff like that. That's older, who could be the leader of them, and that'd be a
Right.
good thing. I think my opinion if they can do that.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Shoot, man, shoot it kind of worried me a little bit. That kind of like for the X-Men's, Fantastic Four, and all these characters and stuff like that, and the writing
Right.
that gonna come behind
Right.
them to explain their origins, that's
Yeah.
gonna be bad.
Yeah. I'm good.
Because damn about it, if I look at a Fantastic Four trailer and that trailer look dumb, I will break that trailer down on a live stream and just try to say the reason why it looked dumb, not good, and the writing and stuff might not be it.
Okay.
You gonna take your watch? You gonna take your bath? Okay, and kind of like that, and kind of like the X-Men thing that um um because like the one character right now that you can't get wrong is like Cyclops. Cyclops and Storm,
Yeah.
those two casting got to be on point.
Right.
Because if those two characters are on point, it's over. It's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they might you can get Beast right, you can get Rose right, and everybody else right. Time for casting, but that's what is Storm. Is Storm and Cyclops not right? It's over.
Right.
Unless they could bring back unless they bring back Halle Berry Storm, and she could
Yeah.
be like the leader just for at the time being, just until Cyclops come back. But it wouldn't make sense though, because then by Cyclops to be there over Storm,
Yeah.
just watch over the school. Be because this whole phase 3 and 4 is kind of like confusing.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the movies in phase 4 going to phase 5, it don't even got a singular story which you just can tease and say this gonna happen next, this gonna happen next. It's no type of thing showing it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of thing that I don't like half the time to deal with them. Because think about it that soon I said that the Matt Reeves Batman is better than most of phase 3 and 4 right now in doing Marvel, people would come for my neck. I try to say that, but shoot,
Yeah.
but just, I just don't care though. I just don't care that if you don't like my opinion saying that on the Matt Reeves Batman it's better than phase 4 in Marvel, which is kind of true.
Yeah.
Which is kind of true. But the thing is, some people don't want to hear that truth. But it's true though. because that's what you look at the Batman movie and put it making a Batman too. And they
Yeah.
making like a Joker too. They're making a Joker too. They're making a musical, I
Yeah.
think. And kind of like they're saying that they and so they cast reads back to was kind of good thing because if you look at won't won't like in my opinion disturb the other movies. I think that Matt Reeves doing is actually separate, and that's actually a good thing in my opinion. Let's dig on with the mobile Joker storyline. You know what I mean? This
Right.
something like they got multiple Jokers running around,
Right.
and
Yeah.
plus the real one come in like in Batman 3 and just start killing the copycat Jokers,
Yeah.
and for the original Joker just step out and say I'm back out here, and that'd be a good thing. Because if you look at it, that one Jared Leto Joker just was going for,
Yeah.
but it seemed like the fans didn't just want to
Chipper.
wait
Yeah.
though. This the fan out some. He had to kill the other Jokers. Jared Little Joker had to kill the rest of them. That
Yeah.
up in the comic books. But it seemed like the fans just want the original Joker and just one Joker. I say, God,
Yeah.
because think about DC fans, sometimes they want comics all the time, but I say it's different comics of Jokers
Right.
and different versions of them too. But you just want this one kind. But the thing is, it's just not one kind of Joker.
Yeah.
But my excitement for just for end of the screen, my excitement for Marvel Future is like a 5 out of 10. That's my excitement. Let's just show me something different or something like that. And let's show me something different. And kind of like my announcement stuff like that. Announcement I got for this channel is something like just when the Power Rangers once a Ranger come out or something like that on Netflix, I will be doing some
Right.
kind of watch party on it. I will do a watch party on it. Just the Power Ranger once a Ranger thing come out on Netflix. I will be doing a watch party just for anybody who want to come in and just want to sit with me and look at it and just want to discuss it after. That what I'll be doing just when the project thing come out, the Power Ranger season thing come out, stuff like that, the crossover thing come out.
Right.
Do you got anything just to promote, or anybody else got anything just to promote on TikTok or YouTube, anything like that?
No, actually, no.
Oh, okay. Everybody on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. I'll see y'all later and see y'all next time.